and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brenda Mahlobo. It is an absolute pleasure that you decided to click on this content. If you're not subscribed, please do consider subscribing. It is absolutely free. You don't want to pay anything for it whatsoever. On today's video, I want to do a follow-up video where I'm telling you guys a story about a person named Mario Balotelli. So if you do not know who I'm talking about, please scroll down my videos on this very channel. You will find a video. I recently made it public. I had, changed the settings on it. I don't know why. I probably felt that I needed to do that at that particular time. So today I want to give you a follow-up story. Zisashisa, Yashisa Lendaba. So I just decided, because the story, is still hot, I wanted to do it now while I still feel like the way I feel about it. I don't want to let it gather dust or whatsoever. So I am still in Ulundi Garden Court. So that's why, if you know these curtains, if you've seen those curtains before, then you know exactly where I am. So I have a little drinky. Oh, it's here. I'm having this, it's what's this, grape tizer. So, okay, again, context. If you do want to get more about this story, like how we met and all of those details that are important, please stop this video and go watch this other video and then come back to this one, because I'm not going to give you like a thorough background to who Mario is. So today is Wednesday, the 6th of December 2023. Yesterday, on Tuesday the 4th, we had a funeral at home. Sadly, so one of my uncles passed on. So in English it's just an uncle. So yeah, that basically meant I went home. By home, I mean ekhaya osizweni. Again, context from that video, it's not the exact names of places that I'm using here, but I went back to Osizweni for this funeral. Okay, I got there yesterday morning, very early, in the early hours of the day. I was there, fine. The day progressed as somber moments. It was not nice. Okay, fine. All the activities, the festivities, pertaining to the send-off, we embarked on, we're done. I was even the MC. I don't know why they asked me to be the program director. I thought I was going to cry through. I thought I was going to cry throughout. And I'm like, in my mind, I was saying, they said I must be a program director because they're trying to contain me in a way. But if I want to cry, I'll cry right there and then. But then, I was able to just work through it. In the end, I had a breather and a moment where I just, centered myself and I let it all out. Fine. The purpose of this video is not about you knowing about the details of the funeral and how I felt. So, between the funeral service and the early activities ekhaya, where you look walking, taking care of this, taking care of that. So I'm gonna give, okay, there's a guy esimbiza unduna. So unduna ubephethe inyama ne, like raw meat, wanting to go and fry it like in the open fire. So, and then I'm seeing unduna and I'm like, how unduna? Uyokosa yini? Ngicela ungibale nami. Me just basically saying, if you're going to fry them, please do consider me, keep some for me. And then that happened, but then the service was starting. So I could not follow up on that. Even unduna as well could not come and give me the meat. So it's going to play a pivotal role here. This meat story. Fine. And then the service continues and then we leave for the cemetery. But when we come back, we came back earlier than everyone else, like us ladies and girls from ekhaya, just to come and prepare for different things, for refreshments and whatever. So when I come back, I was washing something, in front of the pool, in front of the tap. And then here's Ballo. Ballo is saying to me, so he's greeting me. Now, Ballo has been on my case. Ballo is on my Facebook with different names, wanting my attention, wanting me to actually have a conversation with him. So perhaps just a little bit. That incident happened from that video. And then I think 3 weeks after that, if not that very same week, we stopped talking. What had happened was, okay, so I'm going to share this part because I didn't share this particular, incident in that other video. So what had happened was, I was in the process of, just, seeing what this thing between me and Ballo was. So I'm like, okay, fine. He was saying, can you please make time for us to meet, like in a different area, not here Osizweni, because, he knew that I wouldn't have agreed to come to Osizweni, because the minute we are sent together, it's going to be thinking, oh, okay, they're getting back together. Actually, there was a time we were on a phone call with him, and his sister was like, who are you talking to? Why are you closing the door? Who are you talking to? Things like that. And Ballo told his sister, no, I'm speaking to Ulinda. Then there was that, Ballo is back together with Ulinda. Ulinda is my other name. So Ulinda no Ballo babuyelene. And while that was said, because like we're neighbors. Again, go watch that video. So and when Ballo told me this, and I'm thinking to myself, but then again I said to myself, if bengakaze bangibone kaBhallo, bakabayiboni iTSI email lapha kaBhallo? The answer is no. Bakaze bayibone iTSI email lapha kaBhallo ngiye wenza sleepover or whatever. So whatever is being said can remain as hogwash, if it cannot be proven. Because there's no way I can visit Ballo without my family knowing, my family from Osizweni, ekhaya elikhulu. Okay, so coming back to the story, what had happened was between me and Ballo, yes, the photo album thing, it threw me off, and I was certain at that point, I'm upset, I don't want to entertain this, I don't want to see where it goes. But he had requested that we meet. So while in the process of meeting, I thought to myself, fine, we can discuss this face to face when I see him. Because the thing was, he did not really get why I was upset. He understood why I was upset, but I don't think he got it to its entirety, because I could still, it was about him. He was trying to explain that perhaps we broke up because there was a spell. At the same time, him making me aware of this particular issue and thing that happened made me upset, and it worked against him and what he was trying to achieve. So, and I'm saying to Ballo, okay, fine, what do you have in mind? When he was saying, can we meet? It's fine even if I don't come to Osizweni. He was like, no, you can decide. Please decide. Whatever you're going to see fit, I'm going to be okay with it. So I was like, okay, fine. Can we at least meet in Friar Town? And he was okay about that idea. And then I made like a few inquiries, and I'm like, hey, what place can we chill at? A place that is not formal, also not like a public type of a space or public type of restaurants, like, those popular restaurants that people go to. Like, I don't want that. I also don't want a dress-up type of restaurant, but a nice chilled spot where we can chill. And then my sister recommended this one place. I've never been to that place. Okay, fine. I tell Mario about it. I'm like, Mario, this is the deal. There's apparently a place that we can go chill at. Ikala, I think it was going to open at, I think it was going to open at 12 type of thing. So it's not a place that serves breakfast. And it's like there's a casino in it, and it's that type of vibe. I'm telling Mario, I'm like, Mario, okay, fine. I think I can be available in, this particular day on a Saturday because I won't be working. Can we meet? The thing is with Ballo and Osizweni, when it's load shedding, there's no network. You can forget about it. I had also proven that myself when I'm in Osizweni, I'm unreachable. So nobody can contact me till that 2 hours is over. And sometimes it's 4 hours and it becomes a mayhem. Fine. Ballo agrees. I'm going to say, fine, we're going to meet. And then he tells me he's going to board on this transport and this bus. It comes like in certain times, this and that. I'm like, fine, we can meet in town. Now, this is a guy who's been telling me that I want to marry you. I know we're destined to be together. When for example, umakoti waga, I thought of this other surname, but I'm not going to use it. He was like, okay, I'm going to use Ubuthelezi. It was like when umakoti waga Buthelezi, it doesn't matter like the number of years that we've been apart, but nje umakoti waga Buthelezi, when I met you, I'm going to hug you, this and that, and I'm going to tell you ukuthi wena umakoti waga Buthelezi. Fine. So this, you tell me all these things, and I was thinking to myself, ukuthi I know ukuthi kuthiwa umfazi akalotsholwa ngemali. Kuthiwa umfazi ulotsholwa ngenhliziyo nangothando. Meaning, how can I translate this? There's a saying that a wife cannot be attained only by having a financial muscle, but they're saying in order to marry somebody, you need a will and love. So they were saying a will and love. So there's this saying. But then I'm looking at Ballo's life and I'm like I'm not seeing it, but I'm not, busting his bubbles on some kanjani ngoba impilo yakho ibukeka kanjena. So he's telling me all the stories, that was the plan even before when we were together. And I'm like, I don't know much about what's happening in his life. So I'm hoping, fine, when we meet, we can have these discussions like face to face. Tell me what's going on. I know he used to work, but he wasn't working. And his life did not look like, it was going well. So I'm like thinking to myself, fine, I'm going to keep some money as backup because this is a guy who wants to marry me. He wants to come back to my life. He wants to prove himself. And, we are supposedly going to go out for a lunch date. Who's going to be paying? So I'm like, okay, fine. I'm going to let him be a man. I'm not going to doubt him just because of his situation. But ngizoba nayo imali like as a backup. Fine. Sikhulume no Mario, I think on a Thursday. When we were supposed to meet, on a Saturday. Sikhulume no Mario, everything is okay, everything right. There's still that because manje, he brought up the things of my photo album and stuff. So I'm still a bit achy here and there. But I'm like, here, I'm committed to our date, I just want to hear him out and see things through. Sikhulume no Mario on a Thursday, everything is fine, sharp. Then the next day, which was a Friday, and I'm like, hey, so like I'm with my brother, we're having a conversation, and like I'm hitting my brother up, and I'm like, hey, bro. Oh no, he mentioned that he was going to town on Saturday. And I'm like, oh, sharp, don't worry, I'm also going to town. So basically, you can catch a lift with me. So ibe njalo nje yonke into right. On a Friday, I think Friday late, was spoken in the morning via text, I can't remember, but it was not via phone call. Okay, Friday evening, say around 1920 past 1900, whatever. So I'm calling him, I cannot reach him. But then again, ischedule yasosizweni niyasekhaya emadadeni is the same. The load shedding schedule is the same. So I'm thinking to myself, fine, because I can't reach him, it's probably load shedding. It's just that my side of town is not struggling that much with network coverage during load shedding. I fine, and then like we sleep, like it's Friday night, I go to bed, but I'm still committed. You know what? On a Saturday, I'm going to see this guy. Saturday morning, I'm getting ready. You know, while I was getting ready, I'm like, I was still a bit uneasy. I'm like, why can't I reach this person? Wait, am I not lying? No, I'm not lying. Yeah, I'm not lying. Whatever I've said, happened exactly like that in that particular sequence. Now, I can't reach Mario on a Saturday. I can't reach Mario. No, man. I think we spoke Friday night. I'm trying to, not Friday night. We spoke on Friday, but not Friday night. Okay, fine. On a Saturday morning, I'm getting ready. My brother's hitting me up on some, hey, what time did you say we were going to leave? And I'm like, okay, fine. 9-ish, it's fine. 9 is fine. It's like, no, 9 is okay. Can't reach Mario. On the other hand, I made commitments. To use public transport. Because I said we're going to go together. I can't reach Mario. The entire morning of that particular Saturday, Mario was nowhere to be found. You get? Nowhere to be found. His phone was off. I don't know what was going on. And I said to myself, I'm not going to disappoint my brother, Saying Lindile, now say Lindile, it's fine. I'm just going to go to town. So I basically went to town just to, take my brother there. And I told them, I told my brother, no, I'm not going to stay long because, I had figured out, because, this guy's not going to show up. It's not going to happen. I was mad, AF. I was so mad. But I had to play it cool because I didn't tell my brother, purpose down. So now I can't act all kinds of sour or even moody or angry with him. I didn't want him to pick anything up. So I was like to him, okay, fine. I was going to go to a certain place. So I hear that, we're no longer going to go there. It's closed and whatever. I made up an excuse basically so that I could return back. Because now that meant I would have waited for my brother. Not on that date, because I was going to go on a date, but we had not agreed to coming back together. Anyway, I'm just trying to explain this. Fine. Excuse me. I just went for dinner. I don't know why I'm burping like this. So, and then finally, was sat down because, he was still going to go about eating this, drinking that, he was fine. And then I came on my way back. That must have been 11:30 to 12. Yeah, that must have been around about that time, something to 12, midday, to like going for 1:30. So, and I'm thinking to myself, by this time, he would have long boarded on the bus that he said he was going to board in. Okay? I think that bus was going to be like a 9:30, a 9 o'clock bus or whatever bus. I can't remember. But by that time, it was long after that should have happened. Called, I'm not picking up. He called, I'm not picking up. Mad AF. He called, I'm not picking up. And then I started rejecting his calls. Him upon realizing that I'm not picking up his calls, later on in that Saturday, say around 1600s, somewhere around there, calls me with a different number. And I even forgot about it. It was still at that time when I was like picking like numbers I did not recognize. Not anymore. And this is not even because of boys. Not anymore. It's not because of boys and whatever, but I'm no longer picking up numbers that I cannot recognize. Calls me. And then I realized, it's him. Now I want to hang up. He's just like, can I please explain? Whatever. Gives it like a lame excuse. And then I told him, no, it's fine. You don't have to explain yourself. You did what you did is fine. But I know one thing. I think he gave me an excuse about his phone and load shedding and whatever. And I'm like, you would have made means before you've made means to speak to me, even if it's not with your number. You would have tried a different network with somebody else's number just to reach me. But she knew we had agreed we're going to meet. It's like, no, we didn't speak on Friday night and this. I'm like, but that does not mean me now was supposed to change my plans. What if we're not speaking because you don't have courage, this and that? But me I adhered to our initial plans. I went off telling him Vele how I felt, So my own observation and review of that situation, I probably thought he didn't have money. So he knew us going to that restaurant was going to expose him. But he was a lame duck about it, because it was supposed to be upfront or even postpone. Just tell me, I cannot miss this weekend. Can we try this, can we try this Saturday and whatever? Because, I would have assumed somebody's getting some kind of allowance from his pension or whatever, not the pension, but whatever. I thought he had like money arrangements for somebody who had, received that huge lump sum of money, I assume. So, Nami, it wasn't, my intention was not to expose them in any way. But there was no way we were going to go sit in a taxi rank or go sit a pagi and just sit. We needed to be doing something. If he felt like us going to a restaurant was going to be expensive for him, he should have, said something about it. I don't know, man. But my thinking was like, okay, fine, being an imali, and stuff. Fine. Fast forward to now the funeral. Let's go back to me washing the dishes and whatever in that pot. Umaro is there at home. Maro is at home, like So he's greeting me, he's seeing me for the first time after a very long time. Can't remember when last we saw each other. Or it must have been last August. Last August. Not even this August, so it's been a year after. So I'm seeing Maro. He's greeting me, I'm like, oh, hi, unjani. So, I'm mad or whatever. I've got better things to do, basically, or to even feel about. So, and then he's saying, no, like a heart, piece of meat. So this is the type of person that Mario is. I don't know whether Mario goes around in people's houses when there's something happening, and be there, and been participating and whatever. But I'm thinking, this pego masngala ulapho Mario. Ngoba futhi ula. Alcohol ula. So I don't know. Nje kukanjalo cause vele nasekhaya ujwayele. Ayikho kodwa into strange because, we're related, as I mentioned. Go watch that video. I'm like, Mario. Oh, and then he's like, no, this and that. I'm like, how? What's so bad? He's mina. Meaning, what did you put? What did you put in that meat you're talking about? And then he's laughing about it. And then other guys as well. Induna. I spoke of Induna. And Induna is like, no, we should just let Brenda explain what she meant when she's asking was Wolf again. Let's let her explain. She's also, laughing, smiling about it. And the other guy that I do not know is also, it's becoming this. Fine. That was my encounter with Mario. Let's go a few days back. I don't know, like which day exactly. Now, this morning, I'm getting dressed in my mother's bedroom and my mom is there, still tired because we're coming back from the funeral and Mona Bebela Panse Ponchin. My mom is telling me, we'll see how this one day, while Yenang she traveled ahead of me, like a few days prior, could have been 5 days prior or 4 days prior. So it's like I was saying, Hambela no Makulu. I what come kumfana wakapteleza ngisingisebenza ubuthelezi. So I realized that I left out some information. So my mom is saying, come kumfana wakaptelezi siyahamba la noMaxulu. Is saying, hey mama, I love Ulinda so much. uthi mina nje wayesho ukungivimba nje, endleleni esho nje ukungivimba, engitshela ukuthi nje how much she loves my daughter, uyazi ukuthi kwabheda yeye. And we got cut. So I probably ngaphakamisa isandla yase yavaleka ifone irecord. So he's saying ngiya-understand, and ngiya-understand imina engibhedile, as if me and Mario were back together, and then this major thing, or him, mhlambe he did something wrong, mhlambe he cheated or whatever. No, it was not that. Yena usareferensa ngale incident yokuthi akafikanga kwi-lunch date that he requested, as if manje tina we were okay before that. No, we were never back together. We're not okay. He was just still, trying to warm my heart. Aibo. But not ukuthi we were back together. No, but since I say bega ngayo, kwayibona nje. Oh, we got cut again. So, I'm like, isibindi esingaka u-approach umama. Oqala, I was drunk. My mom is laughing about it. He's not taking anything serious. And I'm like, Albo, kubumbuza ukuthi utshwala, weshenge, utshwala, bona uzobenze njani? Njengoba nje ngifuna ngathi ekhanyile kahle. Lights ngasesekudena ngazi. Because now I'm using a different gadget, different camera, because this other one is acting up. So, that's what happened. Sengize ngisikuma, like I'm making a joke about it. Isigcino nje uzobe sekuyena osithakathayo ke manje ekhaya, because uyazi ukuthi makushona ekhaya mina ngiyaya usizweni, because mina ngithi ngihlala emadadeni ekhaya elikhulu isosizweni. So I'm like, hey, isigcino sizobulawa uyena inkosi ekhaya, abantu basekhaya elikhulu bazoqedwa uyena, because uyazi ukuthi ngizofika emngcwabeni ngizongcwaba. So that's like the new updates ka Ballo Mario Balotelli. So yeah, I just thought I might as well just tell you this and give you an update. So he hasn't reached out. Ngcine nje inbox yakhe lapha ku Facebook. After I denied him a friend request, inbox yakhe lapha, it was gathering dust again on WhatsApp. Ngimblockile nje. My phone calls are also blocked. So I don't know, he hasn't said anything or reached out. But nje uzohlala khona lapho engimbeke khona. So that's it for this video. If you like that, please show it by hitting that thumbs up. And if there's anything that you'd like to comment or a question, you're welcome to do so in the comment section below. And if you're not subscribed, may the Lord thunder. I'm joking. If you're not subscribed, please do consider subscribing. You're not going to pay anything for it whatsoever. It is absolutely free. I'm out of here. Bye.